Inglés. As usual, I am your host, Juan Morey, Dominican English teacher since 2006. And I'm here to present a Mejor Inglés, where I'm going to show you all the tips and the tricks. This is episode number 7, the return of fluency. And this is part 3 of Liaisons, or word connections. All right, so if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, they're right down here in the description. You can click on it and don't miss out in case you don't understand this one. But today, our main topic is to finish up the 4 main ways of how to connect. We're going to be talking about the last 2. Number 3 is when you connect a vowel with another vowel. You kind of glide between the 2 sounds, right? There is a glide with a Y or a W sound depending on the situation. How do you know whether it's a Y or a W? Your mouth will naturally tell you that, because you will be in a position to go to the next vowel and you will appropriately either say a Y sound or a W sound. Let's look at some examples on the screen so you can follow me. The first sound that we have here is go away. That's without the connection, but see it on the screen. Say go away. All right. Now we're going to say with the connection, go away. Repeat that, please. Go away. Do you notice the go away? All right. I'm exaggerating, but it's there. Let's look at the second example. This is with a Y sound. This one is, I also need the other one. I also need the other one. There is a slight Y sound between I and also, and also between the and other, the other. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but definitely this connection is there. Let's do some exercises to make sure that you got that. I'm just going to give you the 2 words. You try to join them at home. So the first one is go anywhere. Try to join that one. All right. Listen to this one. Go anywhere, right? Imagine that there's a W there. And then one more example. This is with the Y sound. I asked. Let's do it with the connection. I asked. Repeat. I asked. Good. It's more difficult to hear, but it's definitely there also. All right, now let's move on to connection number 4. This is T, D, and S with a Z or a Y sound. The first one is T plus Y. When you connect T plus Y, it sounds like a CH. Look at the example that we have on the screen, all right? It says, can't you? Can't you do this for me? Can't you? It sounds like a CH between can't and you. The next one is D plus J. This gives you, D plus Y. This gives you a J sound, all right? Like in the example that you see on the screen right here, did you? Did you? All right, this is how you would say did you connected. The next one is S plus Y. This gives you an SH sound. Yes, you are. You connect yes and you by saying, yes, you are. Repeat that. Yes, you are. All right, and then the last one, the last connection is Z plus Y. This gives you a ZH sound. Let's listen to it so that you can get it. If you say, for example, how's your family? That's without the connection. With the connection, how's your family? How's your family? Okay, so you connect it like that and it sounds a lot more fluent. All right, guys, these were tips number 3 and 4. And definitely, we're done with all the main connections that are in English. Now, it takes a lot of practice to master these things, but if you do, your English will be a lot more fluent. I can guarantee that. Now, we have the expression of the day, so stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, so our expression for today is raking it in. As I mentioned before, raking it in. Obviously, the it, we're talking about money a lot of times, not necessarily, but this expression also deals about money in your business. So when you're making a lot of money, all right? Imagine that money is a pile of leaves, right? And basically, you are making so much money that you're just using a broom, you're raking the money in. It's like you're making a ton of money for your business. If you have a great idea, like when Apple sold their iPhone and they just started making a ton of money, you could say that Apple was raking the money in. So if your business is raking it in, you're in good shape. So make sure to use it in your business when you make a lot of money, and see you next time. Okay guys, welcome back from the expression of the day. I hope you can rake in the benefits of that expression. To recap, we looked at the 4 main ways that you can connect spoken American English, but in this video we only looked at number 3 and number 4. Number 3 was about joining a vowel with another vowel with a glide sound, and number 4 was about TD and S together with Z and Y. So make sure to go over it and review it if you didn't catch everything. Now we have a message from our sponsor, Progressive English. Si necesitas aprender inglés, debes contactar a Progressive English Services y puedes contactarnos al teléfono 809-732-5150 o visitar la página web pes.com.do. También hay un enlace aquí debajo que puedes hacer clic para llegar a la página web y contactarlos. Okay guys, that was the message from our sponsor. If you know anyone that needs English, definitely share this video with them and share the sponsor with them. Guys, remember to like this video and share it on Facebook, on YouTube, share it wherever you can, and also subscribe, guys. Join the conversation and leave a comment. If you leave a comment here, we will definitely answer it. I can guarantee that. So stay tuned for the next episode. Don't miss out on anything, and thank you very much for watching. Welcome to the Q&A section. This is the space where I answer questions. If you make a comment or if you write us on Facebook, so I want to personally give them an answer. They know who they are because I'll mention at least the first name. So we got a comment from Juan, or more like a recommendation. He said, put more posts. You only made public 3 posts in 1 month. Publish more interesting topics like we have been doing, and tell me how I can improve. The first tips. Okay, Juan, thank you very much for writing us. Your recommendation for us to make more posts, we got you, okay? We're going to start posting daily to make sure that you're thinking about English every single day, so hopefully we will increase the amount of posts on Facebook. And then the second part, how you can improve the first tips. Oh, have you seen our first video, which is called The Ultimate Tips? We highly recommend you to see The Ultimate Tips. In fact, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Make sure to click on it. Then we have a comment from Stephanie, or a question. Hi, I'd like to ask, what is the difference between saying good night and good evening? I have heard people say both. Okay, this is more of a cultural thing than the actual meaning of the word. You say good evening when you arrive and you're saying, like in Spanish, buenas noches to someone. You know, you arrive somewhere and say buenas noches, you're saying hello. So in English, we say good evening for that, right? Because good night is for saying goodbye. When you say, que pasen buenas noches, you're leaving, right? You know that. Well, in English, when you say good night to people, you're telling them that you're leaving and you're wishing them a good night, or that they are leaving and you're wishing them a good night. And then we have Margaret. I like your name, Margaret. It's very uncommon. I recently started to watch the show and I think it's great, but you could improve the quality of the audio, especially. How do you know to pronounce words in English? Because pronunciation seems to be kind of haphazard and they don't relate to what is written. Is there a logic or a way to know that? Thank you very much. Best wishes. Thank you very much for writing, Margaret. The first part, the quality of the audio. Okay, our studio has a lot of echo, so we're trying to improve that. I think it's a lot better now than it was in the first videos, but we will continue to try improving our audio. About the second part, English pronunciation is one of those things that, yeah, it's difficult because English is not, it's written one way and it's pronounced another way. And there is no magic formula to learn how to do it, but you can study what they call prosody. If not, the best thing is just to practice with a native speaker or with someone who knows English, someone who can tell you the correct way to pronounce things, because yes, English is not pronounced the way that you see it written. So good luck with that, and let us know if you have any other questions. Make sure to write us and join the conversation, guys. Thank you.